Hey family, thank you for joining me today. Welcome to Stencil Sunday for September. Okay, here I have two of those pumpkins from Dollar Tree. These were in my stash, so I figure I have plenty of them. I'm going to use them up. They also have the pumpkins with the faces on it, so you can use those as well. So here I'm just taking off the raffia bow using my heat tool. That glue was kind of strong. So now I'm just going to remove the tags. And then I was going to remove the glue. I got the biggest piece off of there, and then I said, no one's going to see it. So I'm going to put them face to face to make it thicker. So here I'm just going to use my tight bond glue, wood glue, so this will be permanent. So I'm using the wood glue for long-term hold, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on here for immediate hold. Don't overlap them, they will cancel each other out. So I'm just putting little dabs here and there and some in the middle, and then I'm going to face these two together and get them to stick as even as possible. Okay, so here I'm getting a baby wipe, and I am going to use Waverly's Antique Wax. And I am going to do front, back, and I think I did a little bit of the sides. I can't remember. Okay, and here I am all done, front and back. I'm not worried about the places that you can see around the sides. So here I'm using a stencil from the DIY Struggle. Beautiful Mylar stencils. So I'm going to decide which one I want to use now. I said I was going to use that one. Then I look over here before I cut, and I was like, I wonder. And I was like, no, I'll go with my first choice. So I just cut that piece out after I finally decide what I'm going to do, which one I want. So I decide I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to cut around it. I was going to cut closer, and I thought, no, I need some room for tape. I'm still not a professional at doing this. I need to put down some tape so it doesn't move. And here I'm going to use some joint compound, mix it with honeycomb paint pixie paint, pretty yellow color. And you don't need a lot for this. You see how soft that is, so it mixes really well with your paint. That was enough. I don't know why I grabbed some more, and this has lasted me a good long time. As long as you keep it securely closed, it will last. So here I'm just going to put some paint in there, and I'm going to mix it up. And since the joint compound is white, once you mix it fully, it will lighten up. So I had to do it a couple of times. So here it is. I'm done. I think I put 2 more squirts in there for it to come out almost the exact same color. So here I'm going to take some tape. I'm going to tape this down so as I am putting down my joint compound and paint mixture, it doesn't move or lift. If this was smaller, I probably would just hold it with my hand, but since this is a larger piece, I'm just going to use some tape so that it holds it down. Then I'm just going to do a little at a time. I'm not going to make you all sit through the whole thing, but at least so you can see what my process is. I'm going to start on one side, and then I'm just going to bring it over. And make sure you remove any excess mixture so that it doesn't clump really bad. And then I'm just going to go all the way across. And I did get some on the board, but I just covered it up with a little bit more of the wax, Waverly wax. So here you see me pulling up the tape very gently. And to clean these, I just use a little bit of Dawn Power Wash and warm water, and it comes right off. Okay, here it's all dry, and then here's a wood word from think I got this from, it might be from Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. But I'm going to take the big jute rope and go around the outside. Then the smaller jute rope and wrap it around the stem. And both of these, of course, are from Dollar Tree. And they do have the wood words at Dollar Tree and the faux leather ones as well. And I just painted that with the honeycomb as well. Getting ahead of myself. So here I'm trying to figure out how to take the tape off on the end. I'm not going to take, do I take all of it off? I think I leave a little bit on there so it doesn't unravel, but I think it mostly comes off. Yeah, it all came off. All right, so I had to go out and come back in, but I almost forgot to hit record. So here, sorry I'm out of frame. I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue to the top and bottom. This is my detailed hot glue gun, and I really like this one. So just putting a thin strand of glue on top and bottom and pressing and holding down my rope. And you don't have to do it the whole way around like me, but I wanted to make sure it didn't move. I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, here you see I went all the way around with the thick jute rope, and then the little jute rope I went around the stem so you can't really see the outside part. And then here I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue to put down my wood word. And then just use your hot glue, not your hot glue, your drying tool to get rid of the hot glue strands. I can't talk. I'm worried about hearing the train coming. I live by train tracks, so this always happens when I record, but it's okay. So here I'm just going to take my drying tool, and the heat helps lay the petals down really, really well. So I'm just using that and going around and get those to lay down. These petals kind of move, so I'm trying to see how I can get it to kind of the petals be in between each other. And there the train goes, choo-choo. Then I'm gonna cut off the back. And I thought I was going to use both of these, but I felt that was too much, so I end up using just one of them. But you can use as many as you want, so I decided I'm just going to use this one. Add a little hot glue to the back. And I put that down, hold it just for a moment. And it's all done. I think that came out really, really cute. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you to Corey and Mary, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.